Still in the hunt for a MAC playoff home game. The Western Michigan men's basketball team played 3 of their last 4 games at University Arena. After losses to Toledo and Ball State, the Broncos were home to host Northern Illinois and Eastern Michigan. Last Saturday, Jared Prinny hit a 3 out of the corner with 5 seconds left to lift the Broncos to a 72-69 win over the Huskies. And Tuesday night, Brandon Jensen led the Broncos to a 70-54 win over Eastern Michigan on senior night. I'm Robin Hook. Coach Steve Hawkins joins me as we talk Western Michigan basketball next on Bronco Review.
Bronco Review is presented by Greenleaf Trust, financial security from generation to generation. Trust is in their name for a reason. They've earned it. And by Shupan. They know metal and plastic inside and out, creating a better environment through recycling.
At Arbor,
we're a cooperative financial institution who
has been proudly growing across the mitten. Our purpose
is to help members
achieve their dreams
through innovative financial solutions.
I am Arbor.
I am Arbor. I am Arbor Financial Credit Union.
And I am here to serve you.
And I am here to serve you.
This new Little Caesars thin crust pizza is so loaded with pepperoni and cheese. I don't believe there is any thin crust. Pepperoni, 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 cheese, 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 crust. Found it!
There is a crispy crust under all that pepperoni.
Get a Little Caesars large extra most bestest thin crust pizza with extra cheese and the most pepperoni, all at the nation's best price of just $6.49.
Pizza.
When leading edge medical care is what you need, will you be able to find it?
Right there.
When you find the perfect doctor for you, will you be able to choose her? Can one company give you the expertise, the technology, the choices, the peace of mind that your coverage is going to work the way you want it? Count on it. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan. Confidence comes with every card.
Hi, I'm Jim Vandenberg with Maple Hill Subaru. We're inside the all-new 7-passenger Ascent from Subaru, which has the same DNA as the entire lineup of Subarus. You get the great fuel economy with the beauty of all-wheel drive to get you through that lake effect snow, the low center of gravity from the Boxer engine, along with the best crash avoidance system on the market today called EyeSight from Subaru. Come on out to Maple Hill Subaru and drive these amazing vehicles. Maple Hill Subaru, for a journey like no other.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose auto owner's insurance. Later, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we reflect on where we've been, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance.
Nolte Insurance is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Back to the artist, to Prinny in the corner for a 3. Good! Jared Prinny! It's a deep 3, and the Broncos take a 72-69 lead on the 3 ball by the senior from Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
Jared Prinny with the big hoop last Saturday as the Broncos hold off Northern Illinois and win by 3 at home. Hawk, the Huskies were the top team in the MAC West. They came in Kalamazoo, and you got the job done.
We did. You know, we've been pretty tough at home all year long, Robin, and playing in front of the home crowd, I think really gets our guys ready and excited about it. And we were so happy to pick up that dub, and especially the way that we did it.
Jared Prinny doing what Jared Prinny does, hit big shots at just the right time.
Yes, I mean that was a huge 3 for us, and almost the exact same spot that he hit a game winner when we played in New York earlier this year at Manhattan.
Good crowd for another Saturday afternoon home game for the Broncos. This was the second game of a doubleheader with Northern Illinois. In the first game, the women won and then did their part in game number 2. And here we go. The Huskies playing without Eugene German in the first half of this game.
Yeah, he made up for it in the second half.
Yes, he did.
But in the first half, they played without him. We were able to take the ball inside. You know, in our first game, Robin, at Northern Illinois, German did play, and we did a really nice job on him. And I think in this ball game here, certainly we had prepared for them, but they played pretty well without them.
Broncos were able to take the lead at the half, 32-24, and here's Jason Whiten's out of the corner knocking down the three.
That's huge for us. If we can get Jason hitting threes, especially this time of year, it's something that he has not done a lot of. He's more of a driver, like what we see right here, and a creator. He's a good playmaker, a good passer, especially in tight pockets like that. If he can knock down threes, that's big for us.
I like the way the Broncos are sharing the ball here in these last two games, this game and the Eastern Michigan game in particular.
We've had quite a few assists, Robin, and assists are a good thing. The dribble is a offense killer. The pass is a team builder, and if we're sharing the ball, everybody feels a little bit better about things.
Brandon Johnson showing his perimeter game. He's really come on in that regard.
He has. He put in a ton of work in the off season, and it's something that he's really tried to improve upon. And I think when he moves to the next level, he's certainly going to play professional ball somewhere, and that's going to be a big part of his game. And early on, he struggled with it, but here as of late, he's really caught up.
Some good defense inside from your bigs, and Broncos get the basketball. Buster's enjoying the action, and here we go with Brandon again posting up, and then he dumps it off for a jump shot by Mike Flowers, the top scorer on the team.
Yeah, and we came out of that timeout with the special play for Mike, and it was executed perfectly, and Mike was shot ready, and then we hit that back door right there on really, I think it was back-to-back possessions.
That backdoor cut, one of my favorite plays that you run. They overplay, backdoor cut, layup.
Mike is one of those guys that can get overplayed. You have to be careful pretty much any time you're guarding Mike because of his ability to shoot the three.
Here's the big guy, Titus Wright, getting his own miss and putting it back up.
I've been so happy with Titus and our other big guy freshman, Chase Bars. We're an inexperienced team, we're a young team. But when you get to this deep in the season, they really feel at home. They feel a lot more comfortable. They understand the league now. They understand what it takes to play in the league, and both of them have been playing well.
Brandon showing a little mid-range game there and knocks down the and one. And here's Mike Flowers sharing the ball inside. Mike isn't just a perimeter guy. He can go to the rim too.
That's something that we've really tried to get him to do a lot more of. He had tied so much of his game early on in his career to the three-point shot, and rightly so. It's certainly what he does best. But if they're going to get up and crowd him, he has to be willing to go by people and create contact. He really started to do that.
Little inside-out game there with Chase Bars feeding the perimeter.
Chase is a really good passer off the bounce. There's another good look from Chase right there. And he's a really good passer when he's dribbling the ball. He can do a number of things. Ralph does a pretty good job. That's Rafael Cruz right there. He can get to the rim also. If we can continue to add these parts of our game, it's only going to help us.
Eugene German, the max leading scorer, played in the second half after sitting out the first half. He took 20 shots in the second half, Hawk. That's a shot a minute, and he finished with 23, but it just wasn't enough.
Yeah, 20 shots in those minutes. The next closest on their team was 9 shot attempts for the game. That's like what you used to do in the rec center back in your days here at WMU, Robert.
Well, the Broncos trying to fight off the comeback attempt, and you get it done. Mike Flowers going to the rim there. Here's German. He's so quick. Look at the crossover dribble getting to the basket, but you got guys there to deny him on that trip.
We really had to try and get bodies around him. He's so quick. He's so strong. He can finish through contact there. He's a very difficult matchup.
Here's the winning hoop. Nice feed by B. Artist to your sharpshooter out of the corner for the win.
Yeah, I mean, we set up the play coming out. We talked about it out of the man-to-man, and then right at the last second, coming out of the timeout, I said, hey, if they go zone, I'd only seen them do it one other time before, and we actually messed up the play a little bit. We finally got it on track, and then JP hit the big shot.
Broncos got 20 apiece from Flowers and Johnson, and the game winner from Prinny to win 72-69 over Northern Illinois. Back with more Bronco Review after this timeout.
Now's the time to plan those exterior home improvements during Blackberry's preseason sale. Save on replacement windows and doors, roofing and siding, sunrooms and decks. Get our best prices of the year with 18-month no-interest financing. For more than 40 years, Blackberry's been installing quality exteriors with thousands of satisfied customers throughout West Michigan. Preseason savings won't last long. Call today for your free in-home estimate or go to blackberrysystems.com.
At Galesburg Ford, we stand behind our football teams.
I like the Honolulu blue and silver.
I'm a fan of the purple and gold. Western's brown and gold, all the way.
We may cheer for different teams, but our team here at Galesburg Ford has one goal. And that's great customer satisfaction as we find you a new car, truck, or SUV. So whether it's a brand new Ford
or a certified used vehicle,
score your next car at Galesburg Ford.
Touchdown!
Galesburg Ford.
Not too far for your next car.
All athletes strive to perform at their peak. And meeting that goal means putting in extra hours on the trail, in the gym, or on the court. It also means refueling after a tough workout. Chocolate milk has carbohydrates and protein to rebuild muscles, plus electrolytes to replenish your body. And with no additives, chocolate milk is nature's sports drink. So after your next training session, reach for the natural choice to help you meet your performance goals. Chocolate milk, the unofficial recovery beverage of athletes everywhere.
The numbers don't lie. At Arbor Financial Credit Union, our numbers work for you. Numbers like 0, the amount you'll pay in checking fees and at Arbor or co-op ATMs. Then there's $200, the average savings on mortgage closing costs when our members use their credit union. You should probably know about 5, the percentage lower your credit card rate could be compared to a bank. Take advantage of all our numbers. Not a member? Start saving today. Arbor Financial. Bank here, grow here.
Dear Dr. Johnson, I'm writing this letter to thank you for believing in a shy, quiet high school graduate and showing me the importance of believing in myself. You inspired me to pursue an internship in Seattle, a huge step that I never would have considered when I first arrived. Through countless meetings over 4 years, my world has grown bigger and ambitions bolder. From teaching kids to changing the face of education. Unforgettable bonds, unbreakable spirit, Western Michigan University.
Cross-court pass to Whitens in the right corner. He'll bomb away and hits it. Jason Whitens hits the triple in the right corner.
Jason Whitens with a big 3 for Western Michigan as the Broncos go on to defeat Northern Illinois. And earlier, the Broncos played host to the Toledo Rockets. We're going to watch these highlights, Hawk. This was a tight game at the half. In fact, you had the lead 29-28 over Toledo.
Yeah, I mean, we went back and forth, and even in the second half, we went back and forth some, and we just had a really bad shooting night. Toledo did a nice job and executed down the stretch, and it was one of those ball games where, unfortunately for us, and it happens a lot in the MAC this year, where we lost the ball game in about a 3-minute stretch.
And you're in battle with Toledo and several other teams for one of those home court playoff spots.
Yeah, 1 game to go left here, Robin, and we're all fighting for those things. It's still in front of us. We don't have complete control over it, and it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. We're going to have to beat whoever's in front of us.
That's right. Let's watch some highlights. The Broncos and the Toledo Rockets, and they've got a veteran team and a really good point guard in Marion Jackson. There's Mike Flowers is pretty good himself, and Brandon follows up.
Yeah, you know, that's a really good matchup all game long. It was fun to watch Mike and Marion go at it.
There's a perimeter jump shot there, and now Brandon trying to get through the traffic. Toledo is a great opponent. I think this was a really good matchup between you and the Rockets. They just came out on top in this particular one.
Yeah, I mean, we went back and forth. At their place, I didn't feel like we played great defense. In this game here, we actually played really well against a very good offensive team. We played very well defensively. We just couldn't score enough. You know, in both games we had good open looks. We just couldn't knock them down.
He had 3 in double figures in this game. This is Beardis White at the top knocking down a triple.
You know, again, he's really come on, Robin. I mean, he's so much more comfortable. He still has his lapses, like a lot of young guys will. But he's in much more control of the offense, and he's looking for a shot more. He's an outstanding offensive player. as well as a good defensive player.
That guy right there, Rafael Cruz, had 21 against the Rockets.
Yeah, he was very aggressive offensively, and he was one guy. You know, the thing about Rafael is he can get to the rim. It's not just a three-point game. He's very slithery when he gets in there. He's not somebody that, you know, he can get through a real small crack, and it's not like he's got blazing quickness or outstanding speed. He's just a very skilled player.
Here's Brandon showing his low post moves, getting a layup, and then Cruz out of the corner, knocking it down. He's got the prettiest jump shot, Hawk. He puts some elevation on that thing, and it comes out of the rafters.
Yeah, he can draw rain sometimes with that shot. And then, you know, here's Titus with what we call the not done game. You know, about the time he pivots and you think he's done, he's not done yet. You know, and it's he takes another step. Brandon has a little bit of that himself. Titus has something that you don't often see in young players at this level, that ability to finish at the rim. Yeah, I mean, Titus is, I mean, he's a big, strong guy. You know, early in the year when we got these guys for the first time, you know, back in June, we were going through individual workouts. And as we went through individual workouts, there was a lot of stuff on the perimeter and taking jump shots and working on footwork. After about 3 days, Titus looked at me and said, "Coach, this is all great, but when are we going to get to hit somebody?" You know, and that's Titus' game. He's real physical. He enjoys that part of the game. This game was tight, Hawk, until the final 2.5 minutes, and they went on a late run at the end of the game to pull it out. You know, it was one of those situations where, I mean, and sometimes this happens. You know, we missed a shot. We were down by one. When we missed a shot, Titus went down on the play. He just fell, trying to get an offensive rebound. And they were playing 5-on-4 in the other direction. And we left Napke open, and he had a dagger three to put him up by 4. And it all happened just because of the guy falling down after an offensive rebound. It was a back-and-forth game, two very evenly matched teams. It ended up Toledo on top 68-59, but a lot of that differential came in the last 2 minutes where they pulled away and outscored you 13-2 to win the game. You know, I was talking with Coach Rob Murphy of Eastern Michigan before the game that we had against them, and we had just discussed that very thing about how many games have been decided in 2- and 3-minute stretches. You know, we have a chance to watch a lot of basketball, you know, getting ready for Toledo. You don't just watch Toledo, you see them against all the rest of the teams as well. And it's one of those deals where in this game as well, I mean, it cost us in the last 2 to 3 minutes. All right, here's Marion Jackson. Broncos trying to rally back here late. Get the ball to Mike Flowers, and here you're trying to force up some shots to get back in, and they're just not going down for you, and they're able to pull away and get the win. Yeah, it was a tough one to take, you know, because we were right there. We were in a position to do it. We actually got up 8 early in the second half. We just couldn't extend it. Tuesday night this past week, the Broncos were able to host Eastern Michigan on senior night and pick up a big victory over their cross-state rivals. We'll talk about that next with Coach Hawkins on Bronco Review.
You trust Dunshee Body and Frame for all your collision repair work, but we offer so much more, like paintless dent repair, brakes, and wheel alignment, perfect paint matching. Dunshee Body and Frame also works with all insurance companies to make sure your vehicle is restored to pre-accident condition. So for the personal service and high-quality workmanship, call Dunshee Body and Frame today at 375-2100. Dunshee, part of your community for the last 40 years.
Hi, I'm Jim Vandenberg with Maple Hill Volkswagen. This is the Volkswagen Tiguan. It comes in both 5 and 7 passenger models, and now it's joined by its big brother, the Atlas, which comes in a 7 passenger and 8 passenger model, completing the SUV lineup. All Volkswagens are backed by a 6-year, 72,000 mile bumper to bumper warranty. Best in the business. These are German engineered, value priced, with the longest warranty in the industry. Maple Hill Volkswagen, for a journey like no other.
Want more? More pep for your wallet? Open your eyes to a credit union. At Arbor Financial, we're here to help you get more from your money. Like earning up to 5% APY with a free Arbor Momentum checking account. Now that's more.
Find out how much more you can earn by visiting an Arbor Financial branch or go to arborfcu.org.
This new Little Caesars thin crust pizza is so loaded with pepperoni and cheese, I don't believe there is any thin crust. Pepperoni, 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 cheese, 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 crust. Found it!
There is a crispy crust under all that pepperoni.
Get a Little Caesars large extra most bestest thin crust pizza with extra cheese and the most pepperoni, all at the nation's best price of just $6.49.
Pizza. More devices, more apps, more streaming. Today, we need more speed than ever to stay connected, so we're making the best in-home Wi-Fi experience even better. We're giving our customers faster speeds and including them in our most popular plans at no additional cost. We've increased our speeds 17 times in 17 years, so you can keep streaming, sharing, and connecting like never before. Xfinity, the future of awesome.
Whiten's back to Johnson, 7 to shoot. Great backdoor cut by Mike Flowers. And Brandon found him with a two-fisted rocket.
In my opinion, the prettiest play in basketball, the backdoor bounce pass. And the Broncos convert there, Brandon to Mike Flowers.
Pretty high percentage shot. You know, if you can get down there around the rim, especially with a good player like Mike and a great passer like Brandon, pretty high percentage shot.
Mike Flowers can pass the ball too, and he did Tuesday night on senior night against Eastern Michigan. Broncos with 18 assists in that game, 7 of them by Mike Flowers, as the Broncos get 20 from Brandon Johnson and a victory over your cross-state rivals.
Yeah, you know, that's probably the best we've played all year long. We did it well on both ends of the court. And one of the things you love to see out of offensive basketball, we had those 18 assists on 22 baskets. So we only had four buckets that were unassisted on, and that's really sharing the ball.
Brandon with 20 points and 12 rebounds, another double-double for him. Mike Flowers had 12 points, 7 assists. And you also got 10 points out of Rafael Cruz, who knocked down a couple of those reigning triples from the perimeter. It was also senior night. Jared Prinny and Dita Akongshal were honored before the game. And Dita got a hoop there late. Great to see.
It was fantastic. You know, we started both of those guys. And unfortunately, Dita didn't, you know, he wasn't able to get anything up on the board in his first stint. And when we put him back in late in the game, we told the guys, let's do what we can to get him a touch, see if he can't score. That last play, Brandon pulled down an offensive rebound and shoveled it off to Dita, and he was able to get the bucket to go. Our bench erupted, just showing an unselfish group as well as how well-liked Dita is.
Jared Prinny will go on into a coaching career, while Dita Akongshal will pursue his MBA at Western Michigan. Back with more Bronco Review after this timeout.
What do you do when you discover something great? Well, you tell your friends and family about it, right? Well, that's exactly how Lake Michigan Credit Union became the largest credit union in Michigan. With one of the highest checking account rates in the nation and guaranteed low mortgage rates, word is spreading fast about Lake Michigan Credit Union. Earn more when you save, pay less when you borrow. Lake Michigan Credit Union, the best place for your money.
Now's the time to plan those exterior home improvements during Blackberry's preseason sale. Save on replacement windows and doors, roofing and siding, sunrooms and decks. Get our best prices of the year with 18-month no-interest financing. For more than 40 years, Blackberry's been installing quality exteriors with thousands of satisfied customers throughout West Michigan. Preseason savings won't last long. Call today for your free in-home estimate or go to blackberrysystems.com.
No matter what pops up during your day, Ascension Borges makes it easy to get the care you need. Anytime, from anywhere. Now you can see a doctor online, right from home, 24/7. Check in online for urgent and ER care. Or even schedule a visit with a primary care doctor. You'll find it all at getascensionmichigancare.com, with locations across West Michigan.
At Galesburg Ford, we stand behind our football teams.
I like the Honolulu blue and silver.
I'm a fan of the purple and gold. Weston's brown and gold, all the way.
We may cheer for different teams, but our team here at Galesburg Ford has one goal, and that's great customer satisfaction as we find you a new car, truck, or SUV. So whether it's a brand new Ford
or a certified used vehicle,
score your next car at Galesburg Ford.
Touchdown!
Galesburg Ford.
Not too far for your next car.
Want more? More house in less time? Open your eyes to a credit union. At Arbor Financial, we're here to help you get more from your money, like our no money down and no PMI mortgage specials, and a promise to meet your closing date, or we make your first payment. Now that's more house faster. Find out how much you can earn by visiting an Arbor Financial branch or go to arborfcu.org. Now open in Grand Rapids, Kalamazoo Avenue, south of 68th.
Titus backing it down on Lacey James. Right hand jump, good by Titus Wright.
Titus Wright finishing at the rim. The Broncos with that victory over Northern Illinois. Now they wrap up the regular season. Friday night at Central Michigan, the Broncos and the Chippewas met earlier, Hawk. They beat you at home, but the Chippewas are on a slide. They've lost 9 straight going into this one.
Yeah, I mean, in the team that we saw earlier in the first meeting, I mean, that was a team that was really on a mission. I mean, they drove the ball well. McKay ate us alive. We had problems against their matchup zone. They beat us really from the beginning of the game to the end of the game, in every phase of the game. You know, so we're going to have our hands full. It's a rivalry game up there.
Broncos trying to hand the Chippewas their 10th consecutive loss. This was a team that was on top of the MAC West before the tables turned for them.
Yeah, and I really can't tell when watching them on film. I really can't tell why. They're still playing extremely hard. They're still playing their brand of basketball. Shoots a lot of threes, getting up and down the court, pressing still. They're just coming out on the short end.
All right, and if the Broncos can win and things happen just right, Western Michigan could be home Monday night hosting a MAC tournament game.
That'd be nice. Sleeping in my own bed, not having to get back on a bus, especially if we have to go a long way. We'd certainly take that.
Hawk, good luck against the Chippewas Friday night, all right?
Appreciate it, Robin.
And
Fight on.
And good luck in the MAC tournament.
Thank you.
That's our final Bronco Review show for the season. Special thanks to all of our staff here at Bronco Review. We appreciate you watching, and we'll see you next year on Bronco Review. Coach Hawkins, I'm Robin Hook. Thanks for watching. See you next fall on Bronco Review.